Anyway, I'm here with Juba, who is with the group Commando, and I've known you from way back in the
Early 2000s.
early 2000s, or was it late?
Late 90. I think we met probably in 99 or 2, like right shortly after I got here. So probably like late 99 or early 2000. Yeah.
So I met you when you were in the pioneering queer rap group Deep Dick Collective,
Yeah.
and you guys were ahead of your time. So what have you been doing since then? I know you have the new group Commando now.
Well, in the interim of that, I started doing a lot of production work for other queer hip hop artists. In between that, I was queer. I did some production for Johnny Dangerous. Who else did I do some? I'm slipping on it right now. I did a lot of work with Leroy Moore, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with Sins Invalid. I produced an album called JKLM with all Leroy on vocals and me doing all the production work.
Of Crip Hop fame.
Of Crip Hop fame. Shout out to Leroy. And doing like a lot of performance artwork. Concurrent to that, I was doing black and independent porn. Acting like in queer porn, so like I've been in a lot of different places, a lot of performance art stuff, and around 2000, I think it was 2017, I met Andy Meyerson and Travis Andrews of the Living Earth Show, which is the avant-garde, these classically trained musician guys who do rock stuff, and I met them through Lenny Breedlove, who's the former lead singer of the amazing queer punk band Tribe 8, who I've been friends with since the early 2000s. And he said, hey, let me introduce you to these cats that are working on this project. They've been working on Commando since like 2015, and so it's basically like turning rap rock on its ear. So it's like gay new metal is basically what it is. It's the footprint of it. And so I've been working with that project since 2017, and we put out an album in 2022. Early 2022, we put out an album. Kill Rock Stars picked us up. We put out an album, self-titled album. We've been doing shows and then hitting different spots, doing different shows. We did South by Southwest, lots of different shows in different places. And we put out an EP that actually just came out called Luggage and Umbrage, the Skibo Sides EP.
And the backstory to that is pretty interesting. It's like your great-granduncle or something?
He's my great 138-year-old great-granduncle who was a coal miner, was in the Niagara movement. Nobody can really tell if he's lying or not. There's a whole story about Ampex tape, how he was actually the person who made Ampex tape through some cooperation with George Washington Carver. It was actually called Yampex originally. It was made out of 6 sweet potato skins, what the original tape was made out. That's the story that he told anyway. But the Skibo Sides EP is 4 songs. That just came out on Kill Rock Stars as well, and we're in the process of recording a new album. 4 singles dropped off of that, and yeah, we're doing that, and we're doing a show on April 21st, Friday, April 21st.
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner from here at the Bandcamp
Bandcamp
store.
Fridays.
Bandcamp Fridays. That used to be where I used to get my weed letter from. That place.
Yeah.
Before Bandcamp was there. But yeah, we're performing there with Crush Material and Middle Age Queers,
Which is a great name.
Yes, they're both amazing bands.
And are they similar musically in style?
There's somewhat. Yeah, there's some threads that you could see. Through their work, but they're amazing and fun and loud, it's gonna be a good time. And
being on Kill Rock Stars has to be a bonus, because that label is pretty well respected, isn't it?
It's pretty incredible. It's been amazing in the sense that like we were debating about, like, we actually brought them an album that was in the can already that we had recorded. We were just debating about, are we going to put this out ourselves? Who do we want to approach? And Kill Rock Stars was our dream label, and we approached them with to say, hey, are you interested in putting this out? And we got into talks with them, and they were like, yeah, we love this and we want to do it. And they've been amazing and their support. And it's been a different experience having a label when you're doing self-release records for a long time and actually having someone to do like a lot of the work that you did for yourself. And
so it frees you up to work on the creative end.
It frees you up to work on the creative end and having a team and in that way, and actually a real team of good people who are actually interested in what you're doing and supportive. It's been amazing.
Oh,
and the history too of the label too.
What about the book that you wrote and got published not too long ago in the past year?
That was the book that I put out was a book of poetry called Son of Byford. That was a really long time coming. It came out on the now defunct, venerable and amazing Nomadic Press. Shout out to J.K. Fowler and Noel Serna, my editor, and all of the staff there. I did a MFA at the New College of California in the mid-2000s in poetry, and some of the stuff is from that context and stuff I've been writing over that time. Big shout out to Paul Corman Roberts, who was instrumental in helping me make the connect with Nomadic. But yeah, it sort of starts in Chicago, and it's some of its real stories, some of it's magical real, some of it's black nationalism, it's queerness, it's coming out, it's diaspora, it's diasporas inside of diasporas is what it's talking about. And Black Lawrence Press in New York has been the amazing Black Lawrence Press in New York is picking up very much of Nomadic's catalog. So there'll be a second edition of the book. I'm very, very lucky and very fortunate. In the same way, Nomadic was my first choice that I wanted to be on, and I was lucky enough to get to do that. And in a weird happenstance, because of COVID, the book and the Commando's first album were released kind of synchronously. So it was like people think, oh, you have a book and you have an album coming out. It was like that was just a weird habit. I turned in the manuscript for it like in February of 2020, and so yeah.
Could you give me the breakdown, the lineup of Commando?
The breakdown, the lineup of Commando for this show is there's myself, there's Lenny Breedlove, Honey Mahogany, Carlon Superstar, who some of you might know from Double Duchess, Honey you know from everywhere, Drew Areola Sands out of Los Angeles, from the amazing Trap Girls, another band that she leads and runs the Transgress Fest, which has been going on for some years. And shout outs to our amazing rhythm section, the Living Earth Show, Andy Meyerson on the drums, Principal Dammit on guitar, and Van Jackson Weaver on bass. So it's gonna be a good thing. We're good people.
And it's probably going to be a packed show. I've never been to the Bandcamp. I didn't even realize until your show tomorrow that they have concerts there.
Yeah, I only learned that in the last, I guess probably in the last year that I only learned it there.
Is it a big space?
It's a big. It's about 125 capacity is what I'm told. I haven't been inside it yet. Tomorrow for sound check will be the first time I've actually been in there since it's been Bandcamp.
Yeah.
But it's a nice space. I hear all kinds of good things about it. Everything I've heard about it is good. And people have said they dug the shows that they went to there. So I'm looking forward to it.
So my last question is, you've done so much in your life creatively till now. You've covered so many different things. What would you like and what do you see for the future, like for the next 5 to 10 years?
If I just get to, I think about it in a way that like I'm getting to sit here and talk to you now. And somebody is still interested in hearing what I have to say. My modality, and this is like my work because I've worked in HIV services for the last 25 years in community health. Whatever the context is for me, my modality is serving community. So like if I get to make some art, if I get to do some fun stuff and keep doing some things and people keep being bothered with it and hearing, and if I continue to say something interesting, but also I like to continue because I have a gob of cultural capital, because I've been doing this for so long, is to make ways for people to be other people, younger folks, who feel like jumping around on stage when I'll be sitting in a chair and reading a poem.
And the show at Bandcamp is an all-age show, but I like what you're saying there because it's a real sort of a spiritual outlook to give back and help others, and it enriches you and keeps you going spiritually and creatively, I think. Yeah,
people have, it's like I stand on, the shoulders of so many people, named and unnamed. I've gotten, and the opportunities I've gotten in so many different venues, and I continue to get. I'm hoping is because that I've been doing some things right, not all the time.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of things.
And you've remained humble.
And I have remained. I keep my head down a lot and try and know when it's time to shut up.